What's up, guys? I'm Fallen Soldier 45, and for those of you that have been following along, you know that I'm doing a Mafia 2 playthrough, but I've wanted to do this for a while. It's basically like a year in preview for the year 2011 of what's coming up in the video game industry. I'm joined here by two of my closest friends. This is Nick. This is Andrew.
Hi.
And today we're just going to be kind of running down the list of games that are coming out in 2011, some that have confirmed dates, some that don't have confirmed dates. And then later on we're going to talk about, different stuff to come up in 2011, like what genre will be ruling, will it be a good year for gaming, etc., etc. Now keep in mind that everything we say here as far as dates go is not set in stone. As if you've been a gamer for even just a tiny bit of time, you know that release dates often jump around a lot. They can be postponed literally at the last second. So started off with January for this year. There have obviously been some releases that have not yet been brought out, so we're just going to skip ahead to the 11th, which is actually DC Universe Online for the PC and PS3. For those of you that don't know, this is the MMO for the Justice League. Indeed, do you have something to say about it?
No, I just saw the preview on YouTube.
Does it look good?
It looked pretty badass, yeah.
Alright.
It's pretty cool.
You should get one for your PC.
It's possible. I might do that.
The 18th, you have 3 games actually coming out. You have Mass Effect 2, which is coming out on the PS3, the release for the PS3. You have Mind Jack, which is actually a game I'm looking forward to play, and Little Big Planet 2. Now, a lot of controversy around Little Big Planet 2 just because a lot of people thought that Little Big Planet 1 was going to be amazing, and for the first couple of months it wasn't, just because you had people that would make maps and stuff, but they weren't decent quality maps. So my question is, will Little Big Planet 2 have a big release because Little Big Planet 1 was weighed down with such problems?
I don't know. I have no clue about anything about that game. I know it's for PlayStation.
It's for children.
It was supposed to be a good game, I heard. That's pretty much all I heard about it. It's supposed to be pretty cool. Other than that, I have nothing else to say about that.
Alright. Let's see. The 25th of January actually have the first big release, and that's Dead Space 2, which will be coming out across all the platforms. Big follow-up to, was it 2000? I think it was 2009 when it came out.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
2008, 2009.
Somewhere around that time, 2008, 2009, follow-up to Dead Space 1, which actually did really well. It was definitely a brand new kind of concept of game. Yes, it was,
horror game in space, basically.
It was humans versus aliens, but it was a whole new kind of weapon system that was used. And it was very innovative at the time, and a lot of people have actually been crying for a sequel, or they're finally getting one in 2011, and that'll be coming out on the 25th. Another game that's coming out that not a lot of hype is actually being built around is Two Worlds 2, just because Two Worlds 1, across the board, the reviews say basically that it sucked ass.
Should be called Second World.
Second World? Probably
Second
cool.
World.
Get rid of that horrible first title.
Two Worlds 2?
Second Two Worlds.
So January, obviously we see a couple, good releases out. And to be honest, I think this kind of sets the tone for 2011. I'm the only one who's seen the list so far, but that's just my opinion. Like, once you hear some of the announcements that are coming up, you'll actually, see that really January is setting a tone for what's going to be a massive year in gaming. Moving on to February, we have Mario Sports Mix for the Wii. That'll be out on.
Awesome.
Wait for that one.
It'll be out on February the 7th. Sniper Ghost Warrior apparently did not get released for the PS3. Now, this is a supposed release date because it comes out on the 8th, which is on Wednesday, which makes absolutely no sense.
That game looked gay as hell. Did you see the preview for that game?
I did, and actually everybody said the review, it was shit. It was utter shit.
It looked like it.
So why they would bring it out for PS3, I don't know. I guess Ubisoft is trying to make more money, trying to pump more money out of the general gaming audience.
Just like they released Mass Effect 2 for PS3. I didn't hear about that one. I thought that was Xbox only.
Well, it was Xbox only, and then BioWare, a lot of people were crying for it on PlayStation. And BioWare, don't get me wrong, it's a great game and everything, but really it's just to make more money, which is all these game developers will do. Yes. Let's see, we've got You Don't Know Jack, which supposedly is coming out on the 8th.
I do know Jack.
You do know Jack?
Yeah.
What's he like?
He's a character.
He's a character.
On a TV show.
Is the TV show Lost?
Yes, it was.
I win.
Best best show on the earth, planet.
You should watch it, audience.
Watch it or die. No, don't die. Just kidding.
Jesus, you wouldn't kill the audience?
No,
Not
audience.
my
I don't
audience.
want to kill you.
No.
I'm sorry,
Go
audience.
kill your own audience.
I don't
Doesn't have an audience.
Also on the 8th, we have Test Drive Unlimited 2 across all the consoles. Basically, it's just your average test drive game. If you played any of them before, you know how it's going to play.
Probably be pretty solid.
Pretty solid, do you think?
Probably.
I
mean,
never really
all
liked
the other ones are pretty solid.
I never liked the Test Drive series, to be honest.
I had one of them for the PlayStation, the first one, PlayStation. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was fun.
It's a driving game.
Good little driving game.
Yeah.
Take a drive around town.
Where was I? Oh, February 15th is yet another big release, Marvel vs. Capcom 3. A game that's been 10 years in the making.
Express your love for this game, Jacob.
I'm definitely excited for this game. It's been a long time since I've really had, sat down and played a good Marvel vs. Capcom game. I'm really excited. I've pre-ordered it. I'm ready to go. I've got the collector's edition and everything. I'm that excited for this game. Also on the 15th is NASCAR 2011. Who gives a shit about that?
Hey, NASCAR games are fun.
You turn left, you turn left, you turn left.
No,
you
no. You drive backwards and you crash into the oncoming cars. That's what I always did. It was fun.
It's not NASCAR Twisted Metal Edition.
You never did that? Did you ever play the NASCAR games?
Yeah, I did. I did do
Freaking,
that.
I did that all the time. That was so fun. When I got bored, I would just drive backwards. Right in the first place car. It caused the biggest pile up. It was amazing.
February 22nd is actually going to be another big release date. We got The Blob 2.
Dublob?
Dublob. D-E-B-L-O-B. Dublob. You got Bulletstorm, and I got a feeling a lot of people are actually going to get Bulletstorm because of the Gears of War 3 beta that is coming with it. Which is actually surprising because Bulletstorm actually looks to be a pretty solid game. Like, it's definitely something new. The kill system is new. I think it's one of those.
I haven't seen anything about that game.
You haven't seen anything about it?
I've heard about it. I haven't seen any like gameplay or preview or nothing.
It actually looks pretty cool. Like, it's a first-person shooter, yes, but it's also a points-based shooter. Like, and you have like this whip thing. So you can mix up your kills, and the more unique kill you get, the higher points you get. So it's kind of like an arcade. It's like an arcade-based shooter, except for like in Call of Duty, you don't really get points for shooting people, not unless you turn on.
You get +5.
It's more like Devil May Cry.
Yeah, that's true. See, the next one to come out on the 22nd also is Killzone 3, which is the first supposed 3D game to come out for the PS3 only.
It's gonna suck.
I don't know. I mean,
overrated.
3D is way
I think
overrated.
I think that the 3D aspect won't be, but I think it'll be a solid release just because it is Killzone. Like it's been a very popular game with Sony.
It'll sell good, most likely. The 3D,
No.
They need to stop with that 3D shit.
See, yeah, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which is coming out on the PC on the 22nd as well. I'm not too sure why they didn't release Assassin's Creed Brotherhood on the PC at the same time as they released the other ones. It just makes no sense to me.
Because it's gonna be better on PC.
Yeah, probably. And then these are games that have been confirmed for the month of February, just not a date. Shadow Harvest and Motorstorm Apocalypse. Shadow Harvest are coming across all the platforms, and Motorstorm Apocalypse, of course, is PS3 only. Moving on into March, you've got March 8th, which has 3 good releases. You got MLB Baseball 2K11, Dragon Age 2, which was again a very popular RPG, and then you got Homefront, which is a first-person shooter, but it's unlike any other one as far as the story goes. And I'm actually looking forward to this game.
I've seen something for that. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
Because I mean, like if you looked at some of the trailers for it, it actually looks kind of like similar to real life when it's talking about Kim Jong Il dying in like 2012. That may not happen, but it definitely looks like.
I guess.
Did the producers predict that?
No, they're gonna kill him.
Yeah, well then his son
They're
takes
gonna
over and then
kill
we're
him.
fucked.
You're gonna die.
Confirmed for the. Oh, and then the 22nd, I almost forgot. You've got Fear 3 and Crysis 2, which again a very big release date for these two games, especially for Crysis 2 because it's really like it did with the PC. Crysis 2 is really going to push the limits of the graphical content of all the consoles that they're playing on. Not to mention it's going to add this futuristic warfare shooter type of deal, which, to be honest, it looks like it's going to take over in 2011. You're going to move from Modern Warfare to Future Warfare. Like, what do you guys think?
Future Warfare.
Yeah. because like
That's Halo.
Yeah,
they
pretty
said
much.
they,
Call of Halo.
Call of Halo, yeah.
There you go.
And then confirmed for the month is not actually a game; it's actually a system. It's 3DS, which is the DS, but it's
3D.
3D.
Yay!
So you can expect that
That's
you're gonna
fucking
have a
amazing.
goofy ass pair of sunglasses that you're gonna have to wear when you're playing this thing at all times, and you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
look like an asshole. And then confirmed for the first quarter, you got Michael Jackson: The Experience for the Xbox and the PlayStation.
Woo!
And it's already come out for the Wii. Man vs. Wild, who gives a rat's ass about that? It's gonna be stupid as hell. You got Arcania coming out for the PS3, and one that I actually think won't happen, but it'll be pretty damn cool: Duke Nukem Forever. This thing has been going on for 12 years or something like that.
Well, better have some good graphics. Taking 12 years to create.
I mean, you gotta remember. I mean, across like all the developers it's been through all the controversy. You know, people kept on dropping the project. Well, finally, someone picked it up, and I can't remember who. I think I heard that Valve was doing it, but I know I'm wrong on that. But I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. Just saying, but it could happen.
Well, the same stuff was happening with The Hobbit. I mean,
The movie.
yeah, the movie. Huh? I'm just making a comparison here. Shut it.
The next one actually on the list was actually a Xbox Live and PlayStation Network game. It's Bionic Commando Rearm 2. You got Final Fantasy 14 coming out for the PlayStation 3 and Conduit 2 for the Wii. So in the first quarter alone, it actually looks like we've got some pretty solid titles lined up. Of course, it's only the first quarter. We all know that gaming doesn't really pick up till quarter 3 or quarter 4 when all the big releases come out. It's always around about that time we see them. But still, pretty solid titles. You got Homefront, you got Dragon Age, Fear 3, Crysis 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Killzone 3, a whole bunch of good games to start out the year. This is why I think that 2011 is actually going to be one of the biggest years that gaming's ever had.
It's possible.
It's
Yeah.
possible.
I don't know. I think this past year, 2010, was a bigger year.
Well,
In my opinion.
Well, now that the economy has gone down, more people are staying at home, so might as well play video games.
True.
and it must be doing something right because once again, video games are proven to be the entertainment, capital of the world because they beat out movies and concert events yet again. So it's
Because you
obviously
get to kill someone. In a movie and a concert, you can't kill anyone without getting arrested.
All right, well that was just quarter 1, and we'll be right back with the quarter 2, which is of course is April through June. So we'll be right back, guys.